In most cases, we always write those love letters behind everything. Do you also do that? Whistles and pops. Hey guys, hope you are feeling better. Welcome to Spoken Word. My name is Judy Bear and I'm very excited to be here to share with you my media journey. You might be wondering what I'm talking about when I say Spoken Word. This is one thing that is going to arise with the youths, that have beautiful pieces, beautiful talents, but we cannot express them ourselves because we have that fear within us. Well, I'm very excited today, very excited that I'm going to be introducing to you my very first guest for Spoken Word, and that is going to be Muyinza Joshua Caleb. Ladies and gentlemen, why not welcome Joshua Caleb Muyinza. Is this something you do on a daily, or is there anything else you do?
Yes, I love poetry. I also like singing a little bit. I also do radio, and I'm currently a student at Victoria University.
That's really amazing. You do spoken word, right?
Yes.
How has it affected the youths and the teenagers?
Yes, I believe in today's era, unlike previously, whereby most teenagers and most people do not know how to express themselves, spoken word has allowed all of us, teenagers, young adults, to be able to express the things that we think about the world in a particular way, to put our voice out there.
You know, spoken word is not something very simple. It's not a joking matter. What gave you this audacity? What made you comfortable? How do you feel when you are performing spoken word?
Yes, for me, where it started, it was in my vacation. You know, each and every one of us has a book where you write at the back, and you write some small poems or things that you think about.
You know, in most cases, we always write those love letters behind everything. Do you also do that?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
But it started like that, really writing down your feelings and how you think about certain things in your books. And then in my vacation senior 4, there's an organization called Poetry Verses, and they had an event for people in vacation, students in vacation, to come and present, do poetry and all of those things, and I learned a lot. And right now, every time I'm performing, it is more of a reminder of you're expressing yourself and you're getting to say something that someone else out there would like to say.
Well, do you find this fun? Because, you know, in life we always have to get something that, you know, happens in our life and be like, this is really fun. Do you find it fun? It's
very exciting because one of the things that makes spoken word exciting is that you're saying things that you'd otherwise not say normally. There's that cover that, oh, it's a poem, people. Do not come and attack me, it's a poem. But then you're actually having your message out there.
True.
Yeah. So it's very ecstatic that when you start performing and you finish your performance and you actually see that people are actually getting what you said, or they are enjoying it. It's very fulfilling.
How many times have you performed? Like, how many stages have you been to? Can you relate?
Yeah, National Theatre, Teveza, Kerere. There's a number of them, but yeah, we're praying that they actually increase.
Oh wow! What has been your favorite moment while performing spoken word?
My favorite moment was the time I was performing at Teveza. Now Teveza is a show at Anne Kansime's place. And then that day there was a surprise guest who was George the Poet. So George the Poet, for guys who don't know him, is a very, very influential poet.
Very.
Ugandan,
oh my God.
And also British. So that day I got to meet him because it's one of the people that I actually look to.
Did you get this feeling of, oh my God, that is George the Poet?
Exactly. I had to go and take a selfie.
Oh my God.
I really like your work, and it's really amazing. It was really beautiful. Really
whoa,
beautiful.
whoa. What do you see yourself in 5 years to come?
5 years to come.
Are you also going to be like George the Poet, or should we expect better though?
Yeah, so 5 years to come, we'll be heading that direction, but the whole idea is that with time to actually be bigger or in the same stance as George the Poet, because we aspire to be greater than the ones that inspire us.
Is there something special that keeps pushing you and you're like, spoken word is what I'm down for?
Yes.
What's
definitely. There's people that believe in me. Yeah. I remember there's a couple of friends of mine that, you know, each of us in everything that we do, at some point we feel down and you're wondering, can I actually do this? Or am I even doing it right? but I have friends, family that actually encourage and show that they're actually supporting you every step of the way, and that is really beautiful.
You
And
know,
it encourages me a lot.
You know, spoken word, ever since I started hearing about spoken word, it kind of raised my soul, and I'm like, oh wow, I have to do something that is related to this. I have to, I have to let the facts be spoken out. But then I get this kind of feeling of how many people are going to really sit down and listen to spoken word. What do you think could be the solution to that?
Yeah, it's each one of us just changing. Where spoken word and poetry was 3 years ago is not where it is today. 3 years ago, you will not find as many poetry shows happening in Kampala or around Uganda. But today, you find that there are very many events that are happening where different people come together, not just teenagers and youth, but different people that are very educated, come together to just share poetry and learn from each other. Because I think there's a way school at some point paints poetry, that poetry is more school, academic, but poetry can also be fun. People who have done literature sometimes feel like, this is mostly academic, but
I know.
But it is actually very interesting. So, because it's not where it was last year, there is hope that it's actually going to get better. Because I think all of us are looking to be informed today. And one of the ways to be informed is by listening and watching different poetry pieces. Because people are speaking. All you have to do is listen.
All you have to do is listen. I hope you heard that too. And well, as we get to the climax of our show, Caleb, I want you to tell us a few things that we can remember, we as the youth, people that are looking to a life, people that desire, we most of the times you have these very high desires that sometimes it even gets hard to achieve our dreams just because of either what people say behind our backs or what people say on social media about us, or what we do and it is criticized.
Yes.
How would you advise us?
Ultimately, it's about you. It's about each and every one of us. That once you decide to do something, stick to it and put in all the work. People are going to say very many things, but if you don't make the decision today, you're going to regret not just tomorrow, but 5 years from now when you're going to wish, I wish I'd made the decision to follow my passion of either singing, dancing, poetry then. So make the decision now. You will definitely find people that will inspire you, support you, and work at it. It will definitely work out.
Wow.
Just put in all the work.
Well, do you know my favorite line in Whistles and Pups? Do you know this moment you'd be like, Whistles and Pups. How'd you whistle? First, do that for us. Man, it's really fine.
But it comes from, our phones, when someone is texting, that the tune that it makes. So
yeah. Oh my God. Whistles and Pups. Ladies and gentlemen, here with me I have Muyinza JOSHUA CALEB, and he is very, oh my God, he is very amazing. You should see his smile, by the way. First, look at him. Well,
Flattery.
Well, no. Well, JOSHUA CALEB, I want to give you this audience, I want to give you this beautiful platform for you to tell us about your very first, is it your first?
Yeah, that is out. Yeah.
That is out. Wow. Don't you think it's very honoring that I am the one letting his... Okay, let me just let him premiere his very first spoken word that is out.
Yes. This is a poem called Whistles and Pops. By the time I wrote it, it was actually the short form of WAP. W-A-P. Whistles and Pops. Yeah, that Her Life Whistles and Pops. Enjoy. It's about social media. Whistles and pops. Her life whistles and pops. She doesn't wake up, no, she is woke up like this in front of her camera iris. Teachers say, read your books, you find a man later, but instead she's booked, but every man she hasn't met on Facebook. And if you want to date her, buy her data. And if you want her instant, you start with your Instagram weighing 1 kilogram, 1 kilogram, more than her dignity weighs. She snaps and chats. She stabs and hurts her human head. She stabs and hurts her humanity. Snaps and cuts the life out of her human head for a flower head. She could be rude and miserly, but she'd rather be nude and motherly to every Tom, Dick and Harry who come. Dick and Barry come. Dick and carry her dignity. She's not just sick. She's not just sick, she's sick too. Because she knows what's up too well, it's never the same. Different buildings, different beds and heads. following the mantra, inbox, invite, delight. Inbox, invite, delight. Inbox, invite, delight tonight. Inbox, invite, delight tonight. They feast on her. And he's not different. Don't be fooled. He knows that Twitter has the latest news, but he'd rather follow a pair of Teenz tweets. But that's the story for another day. Her sex life is low because they got her number from a group. Where did they get your number? And remember, to be social, you don't need no media. Your life will be local, but it will be so dear with no fear that you could lose your life the next time your phone whistles and pops. Whistles and pops. Don't get whistled and pops.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's been very exciting to have here with me Muyinza Joshua Caleb. I mean, why not? Why not? So, as we come to the very climax of our show, why not let him tell you his last remarks?
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me, Judy, and
That's very
guys
beautiful.
outside there, enjoy poetry, read poetry, look out for poetry because it's really interesting. Spoken word is very interesting and you'll enjoy it.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we come to the very climax of our show, I just want to remind you that I'm still in the bed challenge, yes? And do not forget that my number is 5, yes? You just need to like, share, and comment, and then this is how you're going to vote for me so that you can see me through with my journey on Teenz Crown. Thank you so much for being with us. I love you so much.